Welcome at Ubuntu Culture. Today we are going to talk about why are we poor us as Africans? How did we find ourselves where we are being slaves of every nation? And if you want to see more videos, you can go to my videos. If you see the nations that are doing well or are wealthy or are succeeding, they are united. But us, we are not united. And we used to be united before, but according to our history, uh, they used apartheid to divide us, whereby they formed, the people, they were forcefully removed in their places to go and live somewhere else. And they formed Transkei, Sky, even in Gauteng, they formed Zulu section, Pedi section, like all those type divisions. So they knew very well, white people, that at some point, after some time, when you are teaching something or forcing something to people, at some point it will happen automatically as it happening now. So now we are fighting about tribalism, like we are so divided in a way that when we are supposed to meet and form and do and talk about the important stuff and important things, so we're gonna fight about tribalism. This is a Zulu, this is a Xhosa, this is a Pedi, and all those tribalism. So we are so divided, and they've divided us by like it was their motive to divide us so that they will be able to control us. And though and it is like you and your brother. If your brother were to grow up in Gauteng and you grow up in Eastern Cape, and you meet at the age of 30 for the first time, so opportunities of you getting along are very rare compared to when you grew up in the same household together. So there were those dynamics of divisions that were done and to divide us. So and they've succeeded on those systems that they use to divide us, because we're still divided even today. So and remember back then, white people, they are privileged in a way that their forefathers, they have secured enough wealth that will sustain even the future generations, including colors and Indians. But us as black people, our forefathers, they were working as slaves, so they couldn't secure us with enough wealth. So they couldn't have some like many opportunities. They were deprived. So it was not easy for them. So that's why our history, we always grow up from nothing, grow up from scratch. So that's how things were done. So that's why we are where we are now. And it seems like the history is repeating itself because of even like today is we are still doing the same thing that was done before, or the things that our forefathers did, but they were under apartheid that they were under system of apartheid. They couldn't have some good things or some good opportunities. That's because of their color. So it's like they were taught or they were conditioned that you are not allowed to have this and that. So you must accept that you are nothing or some sort of. Yeah. So yeah, that's how things were done. And secondly, it's a religion. So they have used a religion to divide us. They have used a religion to divide us even further, especially in families. I'm gonna make an example. Two guys, they are both brothers. The other one is attending his church. They are doing rituals, and they believe in spirituality. And you find out the other one, they don't do anything that is African. They are doing mostly European culture, and they are believing in Holy Spirit. And when the two brothers now they have to do some rituals or some ceremonies at home, so they won't get along because of they are not believing in the same in the they are both reading the same Bible. Because of when you ask each, they will refer you to Bible, and they will quote from Bible that I believe in this because of the Bible says this and this and this and this, and then also the other one that believe in Holy Spirit, the Spirit will say that I believe in in Jesus because he is saying this. So you find out, oh, it means this Bible is saying this, and then on the other page is saying something else. So that's where you find out that so its purpose was was to was to divide in a way that both people are right, but it's just that the intention was they must not get along. And in some families, they form a curse that will pass to the next generations. Even their kids, they will grow up or they will find themselves fighting this war that they don't know what, they don't know what's going on. And keep also hating each other. So we are so divided. And then also this religion, it played a big role in our mentality or the way that we think. Because of you will find out that some pastors when they preach they say if you are rich you won't go to heaven. So it means in order for you to go to heaven you must be poor. And some pastors when they preach they are saying that money is evil. So material is Satan. So to me, once you compare something with satanic, the relationship, your relationship with that thing that you are comparing with satanism or satanic, it will end because of even if a person that you are comparing a person with, you are calling a person satanic, you must know that there's no relationship there whatsoever. So that's where we ended up finding ourselves being slaves of every nation and embracing poverty and accepting poverty that it's normal to be poor and we're gonna go to heaven. So even in a way that even if when you believe in that way, even if some opportunities come for you to get out of that poverty, you won't react in those opportunities because of in your mind you believe that I'm right where I am, so I'm gonna go to heaven. So it means you are not gonna do anything to get out to get yourself out of that situation of not having anything. And for me, not having like living by begging people, so it's not nice for me because people they get tired. So uphila ngocela akukho right and akukho mandi lakwani na. So but that's where we have found ourselves embracing poverty. Maybe it might be the way that people read this Bible because this Bible was made, so what was made, it was written with our own home languages for us to be able to access the information and read it and understand. But instead, there's a lot of churches, and then these churches, they are they are more than the political parties, and they are reading the same Bible, but they are not getting along. But they are reading the same book. That's where you start asking yourself that. So if we are gonna go to heaven, how are we going to go to heaven if we are not getting along here on earth? So it means that it was designed to divide because of when five people are reading the same book, and if they were to discuss what they've read on the book, obviously they're gonna agree upon the same thing. But when it comes to Bible, it's a different story. And another thing that kept us poor is a knowledge. We don't have knowledge. Our knowledge is so little. Like, and even at school level, we are not taught about money, how the money works. I'm going to make an example. Two guys, the other one is white, and then the other one is black, and then both of them they win 1 million of 2 million, or maybe both of them they do win 2 million each. And what will happen is that this white guy, maybe they are at the age of 25 to make it clear. I'm just making an example. So this white guy, is likely to build a wealth and that will sustain his kids, even the future generation. And you find out this black guy is likely to be seen on I do it after maybe 2 years or even 3 years because of his knowledge. His knowledge is limited, and it's not because of the white guy is clever or what. It's because of maybe at a school, the education that he's getting at school is learning about money, he's learning about the land, he's learning about property, all the things that are empowering. And even the TV that he's watching at home, the channels that he's watching, it's more, it's channels that are more empowering him. And there is less adverts of alcohol there. And then when you go to the black guy. So the black guy will find out at school is being taught useless things and things that he's consuming more on TV. He's more watching sex, drugs, and crime, and he's watching more adverts of alcohol, and you that's where you starting understand that I won't blame this black guy because of his understanding, his knowledge. His knowledge is limited, and it may happen that this black guy, maybe after some years, maybe he has wasted his money drinking it. After he's finished his money and went through his depression, maybe after some 5 years, he can possibly go and work for the white guy because of the white guy. He used his money to secure for the future and for his kids and for even his family. But this black guy, he used that money according to his knowledge. So his knowledge was limited. So, and it was based on the things that he knows, that things that he consumes. So it was more, even, it's easy to tell, even in yakhe, it's always about the manyana, about sex, about drugs, about crime, because it's the things that he consumes more and more and more. Like this spends his time watching these useless things. So uh, more than anything, we're lacking of it's a knowledge that is limited to us because of we spend even the little that we have, the money that we have, those who have, they are spending it on expensive clothes, and some are buying expensive cars. Like we're spending it on the things that won't last long, and like things that won't be here after in the next 5 years. But if you check the nations that are doing well, they are spending their money more on the things that will exist even in the next 50 years when they are no longer here. Like they are investing more on land and they are investing more on property. So us as black people, we don't think too much about what happens if I die today or what happens if I die tomorrow, because all of us we will die. So we don't think too much about our kids or about the people that we say we love. That should I die today, what I'm going to leave for my kids, for them to continue to live and go to school and everything. So our decisions are based on things that we are just going to enjoy today and tomorrow. We don't plan ahead according to the other nations that are succeeding, that what they do. So meaning we don't learn from the other nations that are succeeding and doing well. So by that way, we are still going to be poor if there's nothing that to be done to change our education system for us to be empowered and have the knowledge of empowering ourselves and be able to do things in a right way to secure with some to live some things, some other things like that will make our families to continue living even when we are no more when we are no more on earth or when we are gone. So thanks for